In practice, there are 4 key steps to implementing a digital marketing strategy at your organization. They include build your buyer personas, identify your goals and the digital marketing tools you'll need, evaluate your existing digital channels and assets, and finally, plan your campaigns. Let's dive into each of these in a little more detail. First, you need to build your buyer personas. For any marketing strategy, digital or not, you need to know who you're marketing to. The best digital marketing strategies are built upon detailed buyer personas, and your first step is to create them. What are buyer personas? Semi-fictional representations of your ideal customer that can be created by researching, surveying, and interviewing your business's target audience. Keep in mind, this information should be based upon real data whenever possible. That's because making assumptions about your audience can cause your marketing strategy to move in the wrong direction. To get a full idea of your buyer persona, your research pool should include a mixture of current customers, prospects, and people outside your contacts database who align with your target audience. Need some help creating and tracking your buyer personas? Look no further. Here are a couple recommended tools. If you're just starting out, try the Map My Persona tool. Use this interactive web page to create professional, customizable buyer personas in minutes with the help of HubSpot's intuitive free generator. If you're already experienced with the concept of buyer personas, use the HubSpot persona template to help you easily organize your research as you create your very own buyer personas. And finally, keep track of all the great research and brainstorming you've done directly in your HubSpot account using the HubSpot Buyer Persona tool. After building your personas, your next step is to identify your goals and the digital marketing tools you'll need. Your marketing goals should always have a direct connection to the fundamental goals of your business. For example, say your business's goal is to increase online revenue by 20%. To help contribute to that success, your marketing goal might be to generate 50% more leads through your website. Looking for tools to set effective marketing goals? No problem. First up is the HubSpot Marketing Plan template. Use this high-level marketing plan template to outline your annual marketing strategy, identify top priorities, and more. Next, try the Inbound Goal Calculator. This editable PDF is used by HubSpot consultants, helping companies set up their initial inbound strategies. Use it as a template to add tangible numbers to the goals that you set. Both resources can be located in the Resources tab of this video. So you're well on the way to determining your marketing goals. Now it's time to get critical with your actual marketing tools. How? When determining if a marketing tool is right for you, use the following factors to guide your evaluation process and help you make the best purchase decision. User interface. Consider how simple or overwhelming the platform's user interface is designed. Many, if not all, platforms will claim they have an intuitive and easy-to-use platform, but this isn't always the case. To determine whether the platform's user interface will be easy for you to learn, ask for a demo. Features and native integrations. Each marketing automation platform will offer different features, so make sure you're choosing a platform that has the capabilities you need. It's also important to consider the existing technology you already have. Customer support. When starting a new and unfamiliar system, you'll want to receive the best help possible. It's important to recognize that technology isn't perfect and that things may break. Having that extra help to resolve your unique issues can be critical. Learning resources. When purchasing a new marketing automation tool, having online resources available can help you get the most out of your system. Some platforms have guides, how-to videos, or even webinars that can help you learn how to use the tool. User base and reviews. Although choosing the right platform for your organization depends on your company's personal needs and goals, you'll want to understand how other users of the tool are making the most out of it. Look for case studies or video testimonials that showcase existing customers speaking about their experiences. After identifying your goals and toolset, your next step is to evaluate your existing digital channels and assets. When reviewing your existing digital marketing channels and assets to determine what to incorporate in your strategy, it's helpful to first consider the big picture. This will prevent you from feeling overwhelmed or confused. To do this effectively, use the owned, earned, and paid media framework to categorize each of your digital assets and determine what's a good fit for your strategy moving forward. Those terms may sound familiar, but let's review each of them to make sure we're all on the same page. So, what is owned media? Owned media refers to the digital assets your brand or company owns, whether that's your website, social media profiles, blog content, or imagery. These are the owned channels that your business has complete control over. Owned media can also include some off-site content you created that isn't hosted on your website, like a blog post that you published on Medium. Then, what is earned media? Earned media refers to the exposure you earn through word-of-mouth marketing, whether that's content you've distributed on other websites, like guest blog posts, PR work that you've been curating, or the customer experience you've delivered. Earned media is the recognition you receive as a result of these efforts. You can earn media by obtaining mentions in the news or through positive reviews, as well as by people sharing your content through their networks or social media channels. Finally, what is paid media? Paid media refers to any vehicle or channel you finance to catch the attention of your buyer personas. This includes things like Google Ads, paid social media posts, native advertising, or other medium through which you pay in exchange for increased visibility. Keep in mind, content can be repurposed into different types of media. Let's say you have an owned piece of content on a landing page that's been created to help you generate leads. You know you want to incorporate different parts of this framework rather than just working with owned, earned, or paid media alone. To amplify the number of leads the content generates, you may make an effort to ensure it's shareable so your audience can distribute it through their social media profiles. In return, this increases traffic to your landing page. This is the earned media component. To support your content success, you might post about the content on your Facebook page later and pay to have it seen by more people in your audience. This is the paid media component. This is how the three parts of the framework are able to work together, although it's not necessary for success. For instance, if your owned and earned media are already both successful, you might not need to invest in paid. So evaluate the best solution to help you meet your goal and then incorporate the channels that work best for your business into your digital marketing strategy. Now that you know what's already being used, you can start to think about what to keep and what to cut, which is where campaign planning comes in. At the heart of digital marketing is content. Content helps convert your website visitors into leads and customers while improving your brand's online performance. And when this content is search engine optimized, it can boost your search and organic traffic. Before planning each of your campaigns, decide what content will help you reach your goal. A great place to start is by performing a content audit. How? Make a list of your existing owned content and rank each item according to what has previously performed best in relation to your current goals. For example, if your goal is lead generation, rank your content according to which pieces generated the most leads over the last year, such as your blog posts, ebooks, or site pages. The idea here is to figure out what's currently working and what's not, so you can set yourself up for success when planning future content. Evaluating your past earned media against your current goals can help you get an idea of where to focus your time. Look at where your traffic and leads are coming from, if that's your goal, and rank each earned media source from most effective to least effective. Pro tip: you can obtain this information using resources like HubSpot's analytics tool. You may find a particular article you contributed to the industry press drove a lot of qualified traffic to your website, which boosted conversions. Or you may discover LinkedIn is where you see most people sharing your content, which increased traffic. The idea is to build a picture of what types of earned media will help you reach your goals and what won't, based on historical data. However, if there's something new you want to experiment with, don't negate it just because it's never been done before. Finally, audit your paid media. This involves much of the same process. You need to evaluate your existing paid media across each platform, like Google Ads, Facebook, and Twitter, to determine what's most likely to help you meet your current goals. Why audit your paid media campaigns? If you've spent a lot of money on Google Ads and haven't seen the results you've hoped for, Maybe it's time to refine your approach or stop it altogether and focus on another platform that seems to be yielding better results. By the end of the process, you should have a clear idea of which paid media platforms you want to continue using and which, if any, you'd like to remove from your strategy. Once each audit is complete, identify any gaps in the content you have, always keeping your buyer persona top of mind. For example, say you run a math tutoring company. You know through research that a major problem for your personas is finding effective ways to study, and you don't currently have content that speaks to that, so you decide to create some. By looking at your content audit, you might also discover that ebooks hosted on a certain type of landing page convert really well, better than webinars, for example. In this case, you might make the decision to add an ebook about how to make studying more effective to your content creation plans, which brings us to the development of your content creation plan. Based on your findings and the gaps you've identified, make a content creation plan outlining the content that's necessary to help you hit your goals. A content creation plan should include the title, the content format, the goal, the plan's promotional channels, notes on why you're creating the content, as well as the priority level of the content. Your content creation plan can be a simple spreadsheet. It should also include budget information if you're planning to outsource the content creation, or a time estimate if you're producing it yourself. Now, those 4 steps certainly pack a punch. With all that in mind, let's close out the video with some key takeaways. When implementing a digital marketing strategy, you need to build your buyer personas, identify your goals and the digital marketing tools you'll need, evaluate your existing digital channels and assets, and plan your campaigns. Your content will likely be a mixture of owned, earned, and paid media. You'll want to make sure to audit for each before kicking off a new digital marketing campaign. And as always, check out the additional resources of this lesson for templates and resources on each of these steps.